So we have found out what was the cause of Tiger Woods' car accident. So this is an update based on it. So the cause of his car accident was excessive speeding. So basically what happened was, according to Sheriff Alex Villanueva, Woods' SUV was traveling up to as fast as 87 miles per hour. It ended up hitting a tree at 75 miles per hour, and the speed limit for this road was 45 miles per hour when he hit the tree. No traffic citations were issued, and the authority says there was no evidence of impairment or distracted driving, which proves that he wasn't like drunk or on drugs, or he wasn't like on his phone or nothing, because all those rumors were coming out. The sheriff's department, they did reveal a quote right here, and they said that the primary casual factor for this traffic collision was driving at the speed unsafe for the road conditions and the inability to negotiate the curve of the roadway. And Tiger Woods actually himself, he released a quote, and I want to read this because I feel like this is the most important quote of this whole article. He said, and I quote, "In the last few days, I received word from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department that their investigation regarding my traffic accident back in February 23rd in Los Angeles has been completed and closed. I am so grateful to both of the good Samaritans who came to assist me and call 911. I am also thankful to the LASD deputies and the LA firefighter paramedics, especially LA Sheriff's Deputy Carlos Gonzalez and LAFD Engine Code number 106 fire paramedics, Smith and Jimenez, for helping me so expertly at the scene and getting me safely to the hospital. I will continue to focus on my recovery and family and thank everyone for the overwhelming support and encouragement I've received throughout this difficult time." Um, so yeah, and then they asked the sheriff's department about getting a search warrant to get the blood samples of Tiger Woods to see if there was any drugs, and they ended up saying, and I quote, "Those questions were asked and answered." And the quote from this was James Powers, the captain sheriff himself, and the source for this article was ESPN. So you know what, Nate, you start first. Your thoughts on Tiger Woods' car accident being revealed for a
Well,
quote.
first of all, kudos to the LA Sheriff's County for figuring out the cause of this accident. Um, yeah, man, guys, this goes for a lesson, especially for all you drivers out there. When you're first of all, drive at the speed limit. I'm not sure if he intended on it or not, but either way, you're driving at very high speed. You got to be very, very careful. And by the way, in case you guys want to know the vehicle he was driving, it was a 2021 Genesis GB80, which I'll get to that in a minute. I want to talk about that, but I'll wait a few minutes. But anyway, back to my point. Especially, I know a lot of you guys out there who are probably watching this video. You probably drive. You know that when you're going downhill, and if you take your foot off the gas, your car still accelerates. Not as fast as you would when your foot's on the gas, but it still does because you're going downhill and a lot of speed's coming down. You know what I mean? It's the exact opposite when you're going uphill. When you're going uphill, your car loses speed. Um, but yeah, he was going 30, 40 miles an hour over the limit. You guys just gotta, you gotta be careful out there. Take this as a lesson. Follow the speed limit. And the reason why I brought up the car model is because that's a brand spanking new model. Like I've said this a lot recently, that these brand new cars have technologies that do so many things for us that make driving safe. Like for example, like the blind spot monitoring systems when you back up, or like there's even blind spot monitors in the front of your car so you don't hit people. You know what I mean? It beeps at you and that sort of thing. There's 360-degree camera, so when you back up, you don't just have to look at your mirrors, look at your back window. You can look at your infotainment system and look at your camera, so you don't have to, you know what I mean. But there's also a system in cars that actually tell you the speed limit, and you can set it so the car can either beep or talk to you, whatever car you have, to which it'll tell you, slow down, you're going too fast. You know what I mean? If you go over that limit that you set, it'll tell you that. That's why I mentioned the vehicle that Tiger Woods is driving. That's a 2021 model. Cars in 2021 can do that. So, you know what I mean? That's why I brought that up. But anyway, if honest, obviously a lot of you guys that are younger probably aren't gonna have that kind of vehicle, which is why I also say be careful. Make sure you look at your gauge cluster and see how fast you're going, because you just don't know, dude. Especially when you're going downhill, it's very, very dangerous. Because you don't even need to put on your gas. Your car just accelerates for you because you're going downhill. So you got to be very, very careful. But with that being said, I'm very glad Tiger Woods is gonna again. I'm very glad Tiger Woods is gonna recover from this. Kudos to the LA Sheriff's County for finding out the cause of this. I wish Tiger Woods the best of luck. And guys, make sure if you drive, you stay safe out on those roads. Make sure you follow the speed limit, you follow all the laws, you pay attention, because we don't want anybody getting hurt out there.
Right. No, I completely agree with Nate. First of all, I just want to say again, kudos to the LA Fire Department, police, paramedics, and even the people who helped him when the accident first happened. Kudos to them because all those people really made a difference in Tiger Woods' life, whether it was
Right, right.
saving his life that day or whether it was finding out what caused this accident because he didn't even remember. Um, and I could believe that too because a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's kind of suspicious that like you didn't remember what happened and there was no drugs or alcohol in the system. But the thing is, when an accident is so quick like that happens, sometimes you just don't remember, you know,
Yeah,
because it happens
yeah.
so quick.
I can, I can talk on firsthand experience on that too. Because I remember when I got into mine a few months ago, a while back, the airbag hit me, and like I had no idea what happened. Like the thing just came right back at me, and all of a sudden, all I see is cracked glass. I just run out of the car, and I'm just like, "The hell just happened?" Like,
Right.
you can lose your memory
Right. And
from that.
remember, he was unconscious when it happened, so that even like ruins the memory even more. I'll say this though, Tiger Woods is extremely lucky. Extremely lucky.
Right?
Not
Yeah.
only is he lucky that that they were able to save him that day and that everybody was able to work so quickly to getting him to the hospital and making sure that he got the care that he needed. He's also lucky because he didn't even receive a traffic citation.
That's what I was just. I forgot to mention that. I'm
He
curious to
went
see what they're
30
gonna do.
miles per hour above the speed limit. Did not receive a traffic citation. He is the. I think Tiger Woods is the luckiest man right here. He is so lucky. Hopefully he learns from this lesson again. I wish Tiger Woods absolutely the best of luck, but this is a lesson, everybody. Okay, follow the speed limit. All right. Sometimes you're in a rush. I get that. But again, sometimes the wrong choice could be the worst decision of your life and it could end up really affecting you. So we say make the right decisions. Um, be safe on those roads, because the roads are some of like the dangerous place are some of the most dangerous places and we don't even consider it, because we go on the road every single day, you know? It's funny, Nate, because a lot of us, well, me personally, the way I think about it is like, how like you're on like a very, very like a very, very clustered road, and like you
Yeah.
see the driver of that road is like looking everywhere to make sure nobody hits him, making sure that they go into the next lane at the right exact time. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
We're so cautious at those times, right? Because
That's
there's
exactly
so
how
many
I
cars
am.
on the road. But we never think about like the times where we could just go 3 blocks and a car accident can happen just like that, where it could be your own neighborhood where you know that route with your eyes closed and you go on that route and just that one time a car accident could happen. A car accident could happen at any point in time, whether it's on a busy road or whether it's just on your street, on your neighborhood street. It could happen at any time, which is why we say you got to be safe at all times. Okay. Now, is everybody the perfect driver? No, there's no such thing as the perfect driver. I'm gonna be real with you. There's not. Everybody has made some type of mistake while driving at one point in their lives. There's no way they haven't. Okay. But the point is, you have to be. But the point is, you have to be as safe as you possibly can. Okay, because you don't know what accident could really, when an accident could happen and how bad it could affect you. So with that being said, I wish Tiger Woods nothing but the best of luck. It really is unfortunate because the Masters start tomorrow and he's not going to be there, and a lot of golfers have visited him. And one golfer, I can't remember who it was. I did the quote right here. I think the quote is in here somewhere. I gotta look. I gotta look at it. I think it was Justin Thomas. I think it was Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas said that Tiger was very bummed about not being at the Masters this year, which I couldn't blame him. The Masters is the biggest tournament in golf. So it's really unfortunate that we're not going to be seeing Tiger Woods at this Masters. But with that being said, I do wish Tiger Woods a speedy recovery, a full recovery, and I hope that he can come back better than ever.